Hello, and welcome to another nurse call. It's funny that I was making the last video. I made a suggestion from the macro to the micro, and uh, but the point being, right now, what I'm saying is that right now, whatever. It's really hard to sit in front of a camera. Just sit there, and how many the exposure of self to a world that is a bottle in an ocean for it to be heard. You know, it's funny. I on paper I am no one, and I am no one. I spell it differently, but you know, but some core ideas make us move forward as a society. And inside of these core ideas, if there's that which isn't being seen, is what our whole society, American society, is based on, right? If there's not a concept seen, we have to adjust ourselves and evolve to the situation. And the change up of situations for the last 40, 50 years, incredible. I mean, going from parents to having houses to not having houses, and uh, uh, the influx of the poverty upon so many millions of more people, um, from not only the poverty itself, but from the creation of the mind that it makes that goes hand in hand. If we have an uncaring society, um, then do we really care about certain parts of ourselves? You know, um, and in that vein, how much caring for ourselves balances against what is civil? And uh, one one creates conversation or in order to uh, help and see for themselves, this balance of I really don't. I started acting as a kid, so I started standing in front of crowds early and blah 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 blah. Not real crowd. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I did all the high school stuff, and I went to Hollywood and all that. And long story short, um, uh, but then it came down to acting itself as being a way to understand perspectives and how perspectives change. And through that change, this evolution, um, we find a closer range to what we as wholenesses um, uh, can feel and can have, and it's only for me. The only thing what I have is these words, and the communications that would form from you listening. It, it's for me to hear, if nothing else. But there was a writer called Celine, and I'm not sure, maybe 1940s. I'm not sure. He started working. Well, we did work in an automobile plant, but he was a doctor in France, and he brought language or the story and what is important about the novel as taken to what is important about life. And it's the exploration of this small little room that tells a trillion different tales. The only one you can, you know, your own is the core to all this. The micro. Your conscience is what holds all these atoms together. So to concentrate on the energy and the emotional height of existence is for oneself the defining love, for the focus, concentration, and the emotionalism. The emotionalism I have been spending my whole life trying to understand. Um, uh, and it's the adventure of my own brain that I take as the succession of time that we're in. Uh, it's pre-virus, you know. Uh, you can see us going to a freer society. Society on the internet is much freer, as far as I don't have the fear of you in front of me as much as an actual exchange on the street. That being said, um, uh, civility brings to the point of saying, well, okay, I give this to my government for this. And I just went 531. Okay, we out of here. This is an inertial call.